The Moffat Centre was formed in '99. For the last 10, 11 years, we've been working predominantly with companies in the travel, tourism and hospitality sector. Food's a very big part of what we do. The interesting thing about our work, whether it's in consumer research or whether it's in business development consultancy, is that with our profits we can help contribute to Moffat scholarships that help young people who want to study travel or tourism come into this sector, develop and grow. And that's really the future of where the industry is going. The kind of service we offer will range from very basic stuff to do with development of menus, development of kitchens, helping people who've maybe taken over a business really start to cope with the issues of food production and food service. Food's fundamental to the tourism industry in Scotland. It has to get better. So we'd work from a very micro level with small traders, businesses like the Jura Hotel on Jura, where we're operating at the moment. But we'd also work on large policy-based initiatives. So I worked at the very beginning with Ken McCulloch and Nick Nairn on the natural cooking of Scotland, which was one of the first initiatives about 8 years ago that really started to focus on utilising Scottish produce, sustainably sourced, seasonally fresh, and really starting to think about food and recipes for menus that reflected the heritage and culture of the nation. And we think that's a very important part of place marketing, and it's a very big part of the product that is Scottish tourism. So the expertise ranges from the micro right up to the policy stuff and into looking particularly at food and beverage producers. We've worked with distilleries, and we've also worked with very large visitor attractions who are looking at different modes of feeding people, counter-assisted service, sit-down restaurants, and indeed food retailing, food in their shops and food as a corporate hospitality element of what they do. So the kind of work we do at the visitor attractions sector at a directorate level with Historic Scotland would be taking a castle, looking at a historic site and saying, what can we embed in a menu there? What can we influence a caterer to do that will maybe have some link to the past of that place? National Trust have done this kind of work in England as well, and it's been very well received by consumers. I've worked for Visit Scotland as a policy advisor since 2006. That's working at directorate level, looking at their organisation and how best they communicate to customers, how they get the message right on quality, but how they also interface with an emerging electronic and viral marketing network. At a heritage level, I'm a non-executive director of Historic Scotland, and I specialise in what they call the manned sites, the sites that have people working in them. There's about 78 of those. It's 345 sites in total. But what we're interested in is, how do you make a castle pay? How do you run the restaurant, the cafe, the retail, the corporate hospitality, the gate and the admission? So we have some very big properties, Edinburgh Castle, Stirling Castle, and some small ones too. And they all bring with them challenges. But that's a wonderful learning laboratory, if you like, for me.